Hello friends, so in today's video we're going to solve Maths at Practice Test 5. I'm Mazhar and we are working out to ease and to give you the tricks regarding the SAT exams. Now let's just solve questions. And our first question over here in the graph, which of the following is an equation of line L in the xy plane? So if you could see over here, we have a line L given and the y-intercept where the line touches it at over here where it is constant, and as per this one there is one more point which lies on the negative x-axis, that is -1, 0, and if I move it a little bit up there is nothing but 1, 2. So basically what would be the slope of this line is nothing but, as we know the formula, slope, that is rise over run. So the rise is also 1 as well as the horizontal, that is run, is also 1. So basically the slope is 1 and y-intercept is 1, and they've asked us among this one which alternative is the best, multiple choice. So we know the formula, the y-intercept with the slope is nothing but y is equal to mx plus c, and as we have noticed the slope is 1 times x and the y-intercept, that is c, is 1. So the best fit answer and the alternative is nothing but the D option. Moving on to our second question, we have a circle with 4 sectors, okay, at this center, angle being the right angle. I mean, in fact all the angles over here they are 360-degree when we sum it up, and the circumference, okay, which is nothing but the circle, this over here, circumference is 36. What is the length of the minor arc AC? This is what we have to work it out, this one. So in order to get that, we need to just check how many sectors it is being divided, that is 4. So 36 divided by 4 will give you the length of arc of each sector, as they are all equal to 90-degree. So it means the length of the sector AC is 9. Moving on to the third one, what are the solutions of the quadratic equation that we have? That's our third one. What are the solutions of the quadratic equation 4x square minus 8x minus 12? So whenever a quadratic equation is given to you, students, just check whether it can be divided with a common number. So the entire terms that is involved. So here, since it is divisible by 4, all the terms. So when I'm dividing by 4, I'm going to get x square minus 2x minus 3 equals to 0. So if it is possible, you can split up in the middle term. You can do that, but here we are not going to, here it's not going to work. So we'll be using the quadratic formula, minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac over 2a. You know the terms involved in the quadratic, that is a being the coefficient of x square, b coefficient of x, and c being the constant. You just have to plug it in the formula. So negative b is nothing but negative 2 over here, plus or minus under root b square. So I'm going to write it directly. Negative 2 square will give us positive 4 minus 4a and c being is negative 3 over twice a is 1. So it means we can do the rest of the answer over here. Positive 2 plus or minus under root 4 plus negative times negative will give us positive. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 4, 16 divided by 2. Upon further taking the square root, we get 4 square root of 16. So you can take one time positive 4 and divide by 2, and one time negative 4 divided over 2. So you get 6 over 2 and negative 2 over 2, which is 3 and negative 1. So we just have to check the options now, where it is 3, x is positive 3 and x is negative 1. So B is your answer. Moving on to the next set of questions that we have. Question number 4. Which of the following is an example of a function whose graph in the xy plane has no x-intercept? So there are situations wherein you have to draw the graph and check. See, a linear function whose rate of change is not 0. It means it will never touch the x-axis, okay, it will never touch the x-axis, or it could be, so what we were doing upon this question is a linear function whose rate of change is not zero. So basically it means there are the two options that we have. Either the linear function can have 1 0, see over here in the x-axis and the common intersection point, or it could never touch the x-axis, but this being ruled out. A quadratic function with real zeros. So what does that mean? Real zeros means either it would be the decreasing one, or it could be the increasing graph that we have for the parabola. Okay, we can have like that situations, or a quadratic function with no real zeros. So it would be this one, but still you have a zero, or it could be this one which involves the complex one. A cubic polynomial with at least one real zero means you could also have like that, wherein you have three zeros, a cubic, or you may have a cubic with one at least. So these options also rules out, so you're left with only the C option. Moving on to the fifth one, which says the fifth question tells us to get the value k provided x is 9. So upon just substituting in place of x after shifting it to the other side, we have 9, and then unless you do squaring and cancel out the radical, you won't get the value of k. So if I do the squaring, I'm going to get 9 square as 81. So the value of k, subtracting 2 from it, will give me 79. Now moving on to question number 6, which of the following is equivalent to the sum of the expression a square minus 1 and a plus 1? So upon adding these two, this is sum. This is what you have to focus. This goes out, so my answer will give me a square plus a. Moving on to the next set of question. It is just like maximum optimizing questions that we have. Jackie has two summer jobs. She works as a tutor, which pays $12 per hour, and she works as a lifeguard, which pays $9.50 per hour. She can work no more than 20. So this wording you have to be very careful. Concentrate upon no more than 20 hours. It means it should not go beyond 20. You can have 20, 19, less than 20. So it means greater than or equal to 20, both the jobs. Okay. So x plus y greater than equal to c. Just check where it is. It is here and it is here. So out of these two, you just have to delete these two. So now work it out with this two. So for this two, the next option is which of the following system of inequalities? This one. But she wants to earn of at least $220 per week. At least $220 for the job that she's doing as a tutor and as a lifeguard. So it is $12. So let's just call it as X for as a tutor per hour, and then as a lifeguard she's getting 9.50 per hour, and she would earn at least 220, means minimum. Maximum it can go beyond that. So these are the two inequalities that you have. Which option does it? That would give you answer. So it is option A. If you could see, x plus y is less than equal to, and it is at least case. So yeah, no more than means it should be less than or equal to 20. So this one, and at least is nothing but the greater. So this is your option C. Moving on to the next set of questions that we have, question number 7. In A, the speed of sound s in meters per second is a linear function of the air temperature T in degrees Celsius and is given by s of t. So the expression is given to us, the speed of sound s in the form of a linear function with the air temperature T. Which of the following statements is the best interpretation of the number 331.4 in this context? So what you have to do is just check the. So if we could just look by this question, which is given as in the form of a linear function of the air temperature and the air speed of sound in meters per second, what do we have to do is speed of sound in meters per second at 0 degrees Celsius. So you just have to replace t with 0 and check what is going to give you. So both, since this is also temperature, this is also temperature, 0.6 into 0, so 331.4 will be intact, this will be 0. So basically this will act as a constant throughout. As you increase the temperature, your speed of the temperature, speed of the sound will correspondingly gives you whatever value that you insert in place of the temperature will be the addition along with 331.4. So option A is the best fit. Moving on to question number 9, wherein you have y is equal to x square along with the another expression you have. Just plug in this over here in place of y. So twice of x square plus 6 is 2x plus 6. I'm just multiplying this equation. So you get 2x square plus 6 is equals to 2x plus 6. 6 and 6 goes out. So you're going to get x square is equals to 2x. Upon cancelling this one, basically you get x is equals to 1. When I substitute in over here, my y is also 1. They have asked us to find the value of xy, the product. So both x and y, even if we multiply, definitely we are going to get 1. Next set of question, they have given us already the value set as sum of the square of a square plus b square and ab. There's no particular value, so we'll definitely get answer in terms of a and b. Which of the following is equivalent to 4z plus 5? So when I plug that z in over here, I'm going to get this one, and 8 times y, which is nothing but ab. So I'm going to get 4a square plus 8ab if I rearrange, and 4b square. So this is a trinomial. Now we just have to check, since the option what is given to us MCQ, it is perfect binomial because it is a plus b whole square form. So it has to be a perfect trinomial, so that to fit in this one, it is nothing but a plus b whole square. So check this one, this is 4 and this is a square already. So you can have 2a whole square. We'll miss out this one, no need. You just check the third term, which is again a square. It could be this one. So if it has to be the square of the binomial, it must contain 2a and 2b. Just check where is 2a and 2b. That is your answer. You don't have to work it out and check everything. That will save your time. Moving on to the next set of questions. 11th one. The volume of a right circular cylinder A is 22 cubic centimeter. What is the volume in cubic centimeters of a right circular cylinder with twice the radius? If the radius is twice and the height is half. And what is the volume of cylinder? Remember, this is the radius and this is the height. So volume of the cylinder, we know, if we can take it as A and B, because there are two volumes that we have to work it out. Pi r square h. So already the volume is given, that is A. This is pi r square h. We'll keep it intact. Now they said if another volume, in that if the radius is twice and height is half, what will happen? So this will be like 2r square h over 2. So basically it will give me 4r square into h over 2. Upon simplification you get 2 pi r square h. So this is our original, okay, the earlier one, and the new one is 2. So it is 2 into 22 will give you 44. So C is your answer. Moving on to the 12th one, which is of the exponential question. So 9 raised to 3 by 4. So I can write it as 3 square 3 over 4. Upon cancellation it will give me 3 by 2. It means square root of 3 raised to 3, which I can further write it as 3 times 3 times 3. So since if it is a square root, I can take 1 3 out. So answer is 3 root 3. 3 root 3. Now 13th question, at a restaurant. Moving on to the next set of questions that we have. At a restaurant, n cups of tea are made by adding tea bags to hot water. If t is equals to n plus 2, how many additional tea bags are needed to make each additional cup of tea? We need to work it out. How many additional tea bags are needed to make each additional cup of tea? So the relationship that is given to us is t is equals to n plus 2. Let us just take n is equals to 5. You can take any number. I'm just starting with 5. So if I take n as 5, so how many tea bags am required? 7. So 5, it is 7. Let us increase 5 with 6. If it has to be 6, so 6 plus 2 will give me 8. I'm getting, if n is 5, okay, I'm taking 6. So for 5, if it is 7, for 6, it is 8. So it means if I increase, there is an increase plus 1 over here. So additional t means if I'm increasing the number of cups of tea, 1. So how many tea bags I have to add? 1. So basically you just have to do this one. 1 is your answer. You just have to do some questions logically over here. You cannot do and make the answer as 2. Now f of x is equals to any exponential function. We know if it is a raised to x, this is the point, that is 0, 1. That is the main. So with respect to that, what is given function is 2 raised to x plus 1. Remember, this is the graph for a raised to x. So now 2 raised to x plus 1, if I substitute x as 0, 2 raised to 0 means 1, 1 plus 1, 2. So it intersects over here. It means my graph shifts to 1, 1 points over here. So that graph is like this. But now they are asking me negative of x. It means just like the asymptotes, remember it is 0, 2, the point. If it is negative, it would be exactly same. It will shift to 2 places below the origin, that is 0, negative 2. So it means this 0, 1, just like that, is my line. So this is the reflection line, and this is what we will have the graph. Just check where it's 0, minus 2. That will be your answer. Upon the alternative options, you check here, see, you have minus 2, so it means C is your answer. As I said, you don't have to work it out and check for each and everything. Just check as per the given question, you will get the answer. Alan drives an average of 100 miles each week. His car can travel an average 25 miles per gallon of gasoline. Alan would like to reduce his weekly expenditure on gasoline by $5, assuming gasoline costs $4 per gallon. Which equation can I use to determine how many fewer average miles M should drive each week? So here what you have to do is you just have to represent that. These are all expressions, okay, linear expressions which they have written in terms of miles per hour, okay, and the cost. So first we need to check what is that. $4 per gallon. So $4 per gallon. So we'll write 1 gallon and times, and then 25 miles per gallon, that is an average. So 25 miles per gallon, I'm taking the reciprocal, so you get 25, and then this is miles times m miles basically is equal to total cost. So this miles and then m miles goes out, gallon and gallon goes out, so basically you are left with 4 over 25 m is equals to C, 100 miles each week. So since he is reducing by 5, the total cost is reduced by 5. So you can say this is what your options. Moving on to the next one. Maria plans to rent a boat. The boat rental costs $60 per hour, and she will have to pay for a water safety course that costs $10 every time. Maria wants to spend no more than 280. No more than 280 for the rental and the course. If the boat rental is available only for a whole number of hours, what is the maximum number of hours which Maria can rent the boat? Maria plans to rent a boat. The boat rental costs $60 per hour. So okay, we'll write 60 hours per hour, we'll write H. And additional, how many dollars she's spending? $10 for water. And it is no more than, again we have a word no more than 280. So no more than means should not go beyond 280. So we need to work it out and give our answer in terms of a whole number, that we have to be a little bit careful. This is positive 10 for water that she is paying extra. So upon subtracting 10 from both sides, we get 60H less than 280 minus 10 will give me 270. So this 0 and 0 goes out. If we divide with 10, so it reduced to H less than equal to 27 over 6. Again for the dividing by. Directly you can do it 60. I have just done with one step ahead, 10 and then 6. Upon further simplifying, 3 times 2, 3 times 9, whereas H will give me less than or equal to 4.5 when I divide 9 with 2. But they've asked us, as I said, a whole number. It means its answer is nothing but 4. Moving on to the next set of questions, 17th. It's just expression, times it with 2, the given number, and here you just need to multiply with 8 equals to 5p. Get your answer in terms of, get the value of p. Okay, so 2p plus 8p will give me 10p. 2 minus 8 will give me negative 6 equals to 5p. Bringing like terms together, 10p minus 5p will give me 5p is equals to, if I shift this negative 6 to the other side, positive. So p value is nothing but 6 over 5, which is 5 times 1. So it is nothing but 1.2. Now the system of equation has a solution xy. What is the value of x? Plug this y is equals to 2x in this expression, which is half 2x plus, if I substitute y as 2x, which is given to me, is equals to 21 over 2. So 2x plus 2x and half will give me 2x, or I can write 4x over 2 is equals to 21 over 2. Upon cancelling this, because of equality we can do that. 4x is equals to 21. So x is equals to 21 over 4. Upon dividing 21 with 4, I'm going to get 5.25. 4 times 5, 20, 1.02. So you get 5.25. Moving on to the next set of questions that we have, the final 3 questions. Sorry, 2. So we have an algebraic fraction which is equivalent to this one. Just check the denominator, what is given to us, x plus 2 whole square, x plus 2 whole square, but 1 x plus 2 is missing. It means I need to multiply this with x plus 2, this top one. So 2x plus 6 minus 2 of x plus 2 is equal to, as they say, equivalent, and we need to work it out and get a. Need not to write the denominator as it is equal to. So as I said, denominators, if it is equal, it cancel out. So you just have to save your time. You don't have to do the long process. Just try and do the answer simple. So here 2x and negative 2x goes out. Upon multiplying this negative 2 with the binomial, 6 minus 4 is 2. So your answer of A is going to be 2. Now here the final set of questions that we have, intersecting lines is given R, S and T, R, T and S. Okay, it forms a triangle inside, but only one angle is given, 23, and the exterior angle 106. We need to work out and get this x which is lying over here. So first we need to work it out and get this one. Let me call this as y and this as z. And this exterior and interior makes it 180, or we can call it as straight angle. So 106 plus z, as I have named it, is 180. So basically z is nothing but, if you subtract 106 from 80, you get the value of z, which is 4 and 7. So basically z is 74. So once you get z as 74, to get y, simple, because interior angle of a triangle, So z plus y plus 23 is nothing but 180. That is the interior angle sum, as I said. So z is 74 plus y plus 23, and that sum. So once we get that 74 plus 23, that sum should be subtracted from 180. So y plus 23 and 74 will give me 7 plus 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 2 9, which must be subtracted from 180. So 180, if I subtract 97, what I'm going to get is 3. Then 17 over 9 is nothing but 83. So my y value is 83, but still that is not yet over, because this 83 and this x together will give me 180, and that's what I'm interested in. X plus 83 equals to 180. So subtract 83 from 180, you're going to get your x value. So 10 minus 3 is 7. This is 17. 17 minus 8 is nothing but 9. So basically the value of x is going to be 97. I hope you have liked the video. Please like, share and subscribe.